If it was just Higgins' class only, there would be a review.
He was
You know
just,
what I mean?
when I
But
walked in, he was right behind me.
there's nothing to review for Joey's class, and I didn't want to worry about that.
Hey, backward skip. Backward skip. Yep.
And then we're doing a chalk talk. Kids are going to, for reflection, they're going to get in groups and write on the chart paper.
Here we go. We're going 20.
Stuff like that. So
we'll go together. 20. Ready?
Yeah. You know what?
Here we go. Up. 1.
Do you guys mind coming down here?
2.
Yeah.
Up.
Because
3.
Because while they're coaching.
4. Up.
No.
5.
I want you
up,
in the way.
6. Up. 7. Up 8.
There's no way but
up 9,
your way. But the
up 10.
GI way.
Up 11. Up 12. Up 13.
Oh, dude, did he have you tape these?
Up 14.
We need these glue sticks,
up
man.
15.
No, I'm just messing
up
with you.
16. Up 17. Up 18. Up 19. Up 20. Good job. Push-ups on 10. 10. You ready?
So is it
all the
on
way
me?
up, all the way
Is it on-
down. Ready? Here we go. Down 1. Down 2.
You could
Down
force it.
3. Down
It
4.
doesn't do any damage
Down
to it.
5. Down 6.
But then,
down 7.
if you let go, it'll come
down
back.
8. Down 9. Down 10.
Keep your body straight.
After we get done running, let's meet with our group real fast and we'll just explain what they're doing.
Yeah, have a seat.
Hey, we're going 3 2-minute runs. Okay? Keep yourself going 2 minutes and walk in between.
I would rather co-process
Okay,
with
start
you
walking that
because,
direction.
I want to be clear. I'm not showing you for them what it should be. I'm showing you one way it could be.
You guys
but I really want to
you guys
hear your thoughts on how things go.
No, we're gonna run it. We'll be in here. Everyone's
I
gonna
know
be in
that.
here today.
We're
We'll
talking
explain
and
after we
shut
get done
up
around. We're all gonna meet together and then we'll
one
explain
lesson
what's
for
going
about
on.
45 minutes, and then teaching a totally different lesson.
We're gonna run for 80 minutes.
While that could work, I wanted to show what
we're gonna explain. You're gonna learn how to play.
one
Hey,
focus
you'll
could
be as good as us two,
100 minutes.
right? Hey, down there, right? Right?
Have you guys had
There we go.
How you might structure the time?
Here we go.
We went and watched a couple of other but I don't want to happen. I feel like right now in 15 minutes I get about 70 to 100.
Jimmy, you're playing guitar?
I don't want this
Jimmy.
90 minutes to 70.
Right.
That's what I'm because I just have a feeling kids are going to
33, Higgs.
And
That's
so,
the part that scares me.
and I agree with you. What I was trying to do here was I was trying to have a significant number of breaks and shifts
But we got them in
in
groups of 3 anyway,
activities,
so it won't matter.
so that way there
They
wasn't
made us
a
not use a
sustained
couple
period
quarters,
of,
which is
like,
fine.
I'm bored and stuff like that. So we'll see.
You must have. You got a couple going?
Yeah. Are you missing any?
Well, there's some chairs right there.
4, 5.
I'm missing one for sure.
What a nice kid. What a nice kid.
12, 13, 14. Joey Almighty here.
No. Thank you very much.
All right, man. It's kind of like Frogger. You gotta figure out when it's safe and how quick you think you are. We got 34 in here, so only missing 2.
You getting passed by everybody again?
You're doing great. Keep it up.
So now, do you guys ever hold classes in the big gym?
Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of the time. Usually, this gym works better because of how the nets are and all the poles to do badminton down here. But a lot of times, like volleyball, we'll do down there. It just kind of depends.
Turn to walk. Turn to walk the other direction.
And a lot of times we'll take them outside too. We'll stuff. We'll have activities on the field. But since we're not in California right now, we're still stuck inside. This is bad even for us. Mid-April. Usually we're out almost every day except for rain.
Yeah.
But, one down, 2 to go. So Ben, when we're done, okay, when they're done running, we're gonna bring him in and talk to them. I want you to try to get these nets set up, okay?
Can't yawn. You can't yawn. You can't yawn when you're on TV.
No, I'm not.
Wait, what do you think I am?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Great.
She's trying to get brownie points, right?
Hello.
Yeah, work on it. Here we go, second set, let's go.
Oh, you did not just cut the cone. Oh, you crazy, you loco. Good effort, keep it up.
Miguel,
Miguel.
Gage, yeah, they're good kids.
Oh, yeah, really good. Miguel, Gage.
Gage, can't say his last name, but they're nice kids. This class is pretty good. I mean, just their behavior and what we
So I
do
want you
stuff,
guys
they really-
kind of monitoring the level of, activity and engagement over time. Generally speaking, if there are enough shifts, like if you have them just do the same thing for 60 straight minutes, like kids are gonna.
Right.
But if there's some breakup, then generally it works out a little bit better. And what's going to happen is I'm providing the structure, but the coaches are going to actually, because I don't know the kids, I don't have a relationship with them. The kids are going to respond better to the actual teachers. So,
Really?
had you guys had some conversations about what you think this 100 minutes could look like?
Yeah, a few.
What's your current thinking?
I guess we just don't want like a lot of, like Kelly was saying, stand around time, or we went to the school and they did like 3-minute free time for like the last 20 minutes, and that did not appeal to us at all.
No.
So I think we're just trying to avoid those kind of
Turn to walk.
things.
Right.
Turn to walk, got one to go.
14 or 15.
Right.
Or scrolling.
No, it's all about structure. I mean, as you can see in the lesson plan, it's trying to structure it. You know, a lot of it's you know how it is. When you know your kids, you know who can pair up with whom and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
again, take this as not quote unquote what I think the best amazing lesson would be. It's just one possible way to break it up.
I told her when she put this microphone on me, she goes, you can't swear. She goes, I mean, I can't call groupie on the phone right now and have a talk like this in her head.
One class does the activity for like a week or two, and one class does the other one, and then we switch. So it's still brand new, but we're trying to get two things going at the same amount of time.
Well, you don't like them all caps, huh?
Having two activities.
I said all caps at these guys.
And then just communicate.
Ask them. They really laughed when I said them.
What do you mean?
So,
Oh,
I saw him in the hall earlier, but I haven't met him.
You can't talk like groupie on this with a microphone.
So what do you
Okay,
have?
last set.
6 PE teachers or
Let's go, last one, let's
6?
go.
Okay, good effort. Keep it up. Keep it up.
I thought I saw another man.
Ladwig. We do have another one.
Go, Ryan. Go, Ryan. Go.
Ryan, you help Miss Jeffries get the net set up. Okay. And we'll get all the kids. Hey, we'll get all the kids here in a minute. We'll talk about
What's going on?
yeah. We'll talk about Ryan, how the effort level's good. We'll say, hey,
Yeah, it's been good today. It's good. Go around the cones. Green, blue, yeah.
hey, Joy.
What are you doing? Let me tell you.
One minute, go.
Come on, girls, finish it up strong. Come on. Good effort today.
Right. right. Hold on 1 second. We're live streaming, right? We're live streaming. Just
Even
one.
the custodians watching.
Right, right. Everybody's watching. That's amazing. I love that. I love that.
Let's go, boys. Finish up. Good job, Muhammad. Keep it up.
Time. Good job. Hey, everyone needs to meet right in the middle. Take a seat right out in the middle. Everyone meets right out in the middle. Take a seat out there, please.
Yeah, we'll grab it. Yeah, you're being, you know what, so. P's and Q's, bud. Mind them. Mind them.
Okay, we're good.
Yep.
All right. Good afternoon, Grand Island High. How are you? Good, good. My name is Coach Holden, and I am working with Coach Higgins and Coach Morrison today. We're looking into how we're going to, one way to structure a 100-minute PE block. You know how next year the schedule is going to be changing? We're just looking into different ways to structure that. So we collaborated to design a lesson where we're going to focus on one activity or one sport, but we're going to break it up so that way you don't lose, interest over time. So I'm going to be, from time to time, interjecting and talking with you all, but your coaches here are going to do most of the instruction with you all. Okay? So is that good? Yes? Right on. Okay. So let me tell you how it's going to work today. We're going to do what's called the workshop model, and the workshop model looks like this. One of the coaches is going to model a skill, and they're going to kind of show you how they want it done, and you'll have a chance to ask questions and things like that. Then, before you go and actually practice, we're going to talk about what are the look-fors. If you're observing people playing, what should you be looking for to tell them whether or not they're doing it well or they're doing it poorly? And then once you're clear on that, we're going to break into teams and you're going to go play. And here's how it's going to work. For example, let's say if these two athletes here are one team and you two are another team, you guys would be team A, you'd be team B, and you would be team C, right? So every court's going to have 3 teams. 2 teams will play. So team A and B, you're going to play. And I want to give you a visual right now. So could you guys go to one side of the net? Yes, go right over there.
Go, boys.
You want them the rackets too?
Yeah, give them the rackets. That's fine. All right.
These guys
Okay.
make a play.
Hustle over, go on the other side of the net. Okay. Can you guys stay on this side of the net, acting like you're playing against them? All right. And then could you two, where are the whiteboards? They're over there. Okay. Can you guys get whiteboard and a marker? Okay. And then you'll see what I'm talking about. So guys, what's happening is this. Team A plays Team B, while Team C is going to observe and give feedback. They're just going to write down notes on the whiteboard, and then when it's time to rotate, they're going to tell the athletes that are out there how they did. You guys got that? And then we rotate. So B will come off, C will come on, and A will move over to the other side, and it's just like a three-team rotation, all right? So, guys, what you're going to do is we need to find some place where they can sit, or where they can observe the game and not be in the way. Do you want them to stand like behind?
Yeah,
Well,
I would have.
They can sit.
You're
they can
going to
go on
observe
there.
these 2. You're only going to be concerned with these 2, and you're only going to be concerned with this team. Okay, so you can kind of just be in this no man's land right here, behind.
So do you see how it is, guys?
More games going on.
You're going to play for about 3 minutes, okay? So watch this. I'm going to say play, and then go ahead, swing the rackets like you're playing. Right, just swing like you're playing. Woo, amazing shot, awesome, fantastic, great footwork. All right, time. then what's going to happen is this. You go over and give them some feedback. Tell them what you saw, okay? Tell them what you saw, okay? All right. Now, Team A, you guys come to this side of the court. Team B, you give the observers your rackets, and then you take the whiteboards. Do you see that? All right, so go. Let's do that.
Go, move. Jimmy, you guys come over here. Jimmy.
No.
While technically that works, we're going to do it the other way.
Go back to where you're at. That's okay. Go back to where you were a second ago.
And this is why we model it before we actually do it
You
live.
guys are going to come over here.
Okay, so you will stay with the same person on your team. So
Yep.
you guys are Team A.
What?
You will stay with them.
You
So
always
you're
stay- you
you're
always
either
stay with your
playing
partner.
with
You're
Team
never
A, or
broken up.
Team A is observing the whole time.
You
Okay,
are
so
together.
when they go out, which is right now, they're going to
So
give
when they
both of
rotate,
their
we're gonna
rackets
go
to the
down.
observers. So they'll come over here. They're now
You're on the
observing.
same team. You're over there.
Observing team will now go over here.
Go.
So you guys are going to just play 2 in a row. So everyone will play 2/3 of the time. That
Exactly.
other third, you will be the observer. Okay, are there questions
You are
on that?
Observing. You're there.
You guys see how that goes?
The
Any
observers
questions?
are a team. Not your
No
team.
questions? You're good?
See?
You guys good over here?
are a team here.
Okay. All right.
When they play,
Yeah, so now go ahead and play.
you're playing. They're at.
Go ahead and play. Swing the. Oh, yes, I didn't even know you had that. Okay. Well, before they play for real, I just wanted to model the transitions. So now, after you've played, you guys, Team A, you're getting off the court now. You're going to give the observers your rackets.
Jimmy. Gio.
Yeah, give him your racket, and you give the other observer your racket.
So
Boom.
you guys are over there.
Take the whiteboards. You guys come over.
Now the observers are back in, and you're there. Gio, you're over here. You're
Boom.
observing this team here. Okay,
All right.
got it?
That's the third rotation, right? Okay, because you guys started off observing, right? So this would be the last game, and then when this is over, everybody comes back to the center to learn a new skill. You got that? So when we go to the courts, you're going to play, and then you're going to rotate, and then we'll call you back. But we just want you to see what the rotation looks like.
No, these two come
All right, you feel clear?
You and Jimmy would be
All right, on a scale of, tell you what, give me thumbs up if you got it, thumbs sideways if you're not sure, and thumbs down if you need a refresher. Let me just see that. All right, mostly up with a couple sideways. I can handle that. All right, guys, bring it over now. Bring it over.
Hey,
Everybody,
boys, let's go in. Come on in.
come on over.
You're there. You guys are all
right.
together. Out of bounds. Okay.
So now, coaches, I'm going to turn it over to you guys. We're going to do the first workshop where one of you is going to model a skill, and then you guys are going to go out and play, but practice that, okay?
Go get those other rackets first.
I'll be your demo. Does that work?
Guys, it's really important. When you're the observer, can everybody look over here for a second? When you're the observer, all you're really writing down is like how many times you see them perform the skill well. You're just doing like tally marks. So if they serve it, properly, you put a tally mark. If they don't serve it properly, then you can put an X. So you're just either putting like a check or an X. They did it well, they did it poorly, they did it well, did it poorly, and then just show them that information. All right, you guys got that?
Over there, because everyone's on
Yeah?
your square.
Okay, thank you.
We're going right here. You guys take a seat back here.
All right, have a seat. Coach is now going to
You guys
model
can
the
rack-
first skill that
rack
you're going to
them-
get
rack your
feedback on.
rackets. Get it? I'm going to have you guys just back up a little bit. So some of you have not played badminton. You'll notice the green, there's like 19 lines on the floor, right? We're looking at these green ones, okay? And when you play doubles, is what you go play in here, we're going to use doubles alley, which is right here. So we're going all the way to the edge of the green. So it's actually a pretty big court, okay?
Now, you got to remember, some of you have done this already. Our class has done this, Ms. Morrison's has not. So we're going to review the underhand serve motion, okay, which we've worked on for a week, okay? You got to first understand where you serve from on the floor. Like I said, the lines are there for a purpose, and my group should know that already. Mr. Morrison's going to stand close to his green line, okay? That's where you should always be serving, close to the front line as you can, okay? Now, we're going to teach you the underhand serve. You just grip the racket like you're shaking someone's hand, which we already know. You place the birdie out in front of you, okay? You've got to turn your body diagonally to the court, because when you serve, In this game, you got to serve it diagonally. Okay? Diagonally, what's diagonally mean? Straight across or at an angle? Angle. We use some math terms here. Okay? So when I go to serve, now you got to remember, when I extend my racket, bring it back here, and bring my arm with the birdie here, do they match up? Do they match up? Certainly not. So what I got to short my hitting arm here. So what we've done before, Mr. Morrison's going to watch birdie come over. I'm shortening my elbow here. And a lot of it's we just kind of go 1, 2, 3, pop it over. Okay? We try to simplify that. Because what happens a lot is, if I think I can just get my arm fully extended, and I'll do this a lot. Okay? And you're going to go, well, how come I'm not hitting it? Well, because my arms don't match up from my hitting target to here. So I got to short my hitting arm here, out front, 1, 2, and just pop it. Okay, that's the underhand serve motion. Okay? Like I said, a lot of people have success with it. It's hard to get down. Let me just guarantee you. It looks simple, but it's not. Okay? Just because of the racket length and the arm matching up here. Okay? So when I go to serve it, you don't need to have a big swing right away. We're just getting the underhand serve motion. We're here, out in front of you. Drop it. 1, 2, 3, and then pop it over. Okay? Mr. Morrison, anything else we get on that?
Yeah, just understand that, in a lot of other games, the ball may weigh, 12 ounces or 8 ounces or whatever. The shuttlecock is really, really light, okay? So you don't have to focus on a lot of force. It's a skill game, it's a precision game. So take your time and really focus on the contact, all right? The other thing is, just remember, it's one court, but it's divided in half. So try to get that down, because pretty soon we're going to be talking about odd court, even court, which way do we rotate, that kind of thing. So the more we get down the word serving diagonally, the better. So when you're with your partner, okay, it would actually be good practice to just go ahead and serve diagonally. You will never serve straight across. Now, once the birdie served over, it can be returned anywhere. Okay, that's a question we get a lot. But it's got to clear this line on the serve, okay? So just kind of work on those things as we go out and practice.
David, go ahead.
All right, so question. So what Taylor is asking is, just like in volleyball, do you always have to serve on a particular side of the court?
You don't always have to serve on the right, which was your question.
Right.
You will serve depending on what the score is. And then we've actually got these taped down where it says even and odd to help you. So 3 would be an odd or an even number. Odd. Okay? 3 is odd. So if you have 3, you'll stand over here to serve.
A lot depends in badminton where you serve from is what score your team has.
Okay.
Now in volleyball, it's usually the right back person. But if those who don't know volleyball, if I'm the right back person, I could go clear over here and serve clear on the left side in volleyball. They have changed that. Okay? But that's a good question. All right?
Question. Okay, so before we go and practice, here's what I want you all to do. In small groups, just with the people around you, tell me or talk to each other, what are the things to look for to tell me if it's a good serve, right? You heard the coaches explain it, but I want to hear you talk to each other. What are the attributes of a good serve in badminton? Turn and talk, and coaches, let's listen in to see if we hear any misconceptions. So what are the attributes of a good
Here
serve?
we go. You played.
At an angle,
You
center
guys
bend.
have
Okay,
played.
what
What's
else?
a good serve?
Underhand,
I mean, besides that.
not too strong, right? You're
What
not trying to
else
hit it out the
you
building.
You serve
Has to
diagonal.
land where?
Anything else?
Diagonal.
Inside
All right.
the boundary
Deep or
of
He
the
said something
diagonal,
about
right?
clearing the green
Depends
line.
where they're at.
And the main thing
Right.
is that it's got
So
to go
You're
it
up
has
front, where am I
to
gonna serve?
that line. And a lot of people who are
come
going to serve
over.
you today
Right, if
are
it's
going to
short,
serve
then
it
it's not
short
good,
of that.
right?
Barely going to
Okay.
get over the knee.
So you feel pretty good about that?
Mohammed,
Okay. I might
makes sense?
ask one of you to
Going
share
to
something
serve
out. So
beyond the
just be
line
ready
or in
for
front of the
Hey,
line?
should I serve it?
Beyond
Should
the
I
line,
serve from
right.
the
The
front
birdie's
line
got to
all the
land
time or
beyond
the
that
back?
line.
Let me ask you that question.
Over the line. That's a better way
When
of
I
saying
went up
it.
to
Yeah,
serve
I
there,
love the
where did I
shoes, by the
serve
way.
from?
Those look like those are too
Right
big for
behind
me.
line.
Otherwise, I might have to.
And I should have said the reason why I
Come
serve up
here.
there, because if I serve clear back here,
Oh, really?
green line, look at the distance I got to serve.
You ready to go?
Right?
You're ready to do this. I can
That's what
tell.
we talked
You're
about.
excited.
About
You
serving
hardly
up
contain
front all the
yourself.
time.
It's good. Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
What I like is you're very strategic because you're thinking about where people are standing. Remember, it has to clear the green line no matter what.
Okay, so we're going to go into groups of 3.
And it has to go at an angle.
Listen. You need to sit with a partner, and I will tell you where you're going. Okay? Partners? Okay, you are group A on this court. You are A. Girls, you're going to be B on the other side. You guys are going to need rackets. Okay? A's and B's, you'll need rackets. If you get told you're a C, you're going to need to go get a whiteboard. And Ben, you want to grab them? Okay, so your A's, you're going to grab rackets. Come over. B's, you're on that side. Grab rackets. C's, whiteboards, and you're going to be on off to the end. Okay? Find a partner.
You guys go get a whiteboard.
You guys are A's.
Thank you.
You're going to be over there.
I'm pretty good at spelling and language. So.
You two are going to be C since you already have whiteboards.
That's an excellent question.
Hold on, I haven't given you a number yet. Taylor, you're going to go here. You guys are going to be B. You are B on this court.
Right. Well, what I like
Okay,
is
girls,
that he's
here
also
we go.
making a connection to a sport he
A's,
already knows. So
rackets, over there. B's,
Okay.
rackets right here. C.
We're not using that, we're using this one, right?
Somebody didn't listen. We got 7.
She's under there.
Yeah, you're not with these guys. You're over here. I got you.
So every
Wendell.
time
you guys are
every
going to
time
be
your team
C's.
serves,
You need to get a
you're just
whiteboard
going
and
to
a
put
marker.
either a
You're
check
gonna be
that
right
was
here,
good
girls.
or an X that it was bad.
A's, court,
And
B's,
you
court.
want to give them
You
some
two are
feedback.
C's,
like
grab a
you're
whiteboard.
noticing that,
Okay,
hey,
you're
not
going to be
serving
right here.
that
And we'll
thing,
rotate
that
in.
kind of
You
thing,
guys group B?
right? So just,
You guys are
yeah,
A's.
you know what makes a good serve.
Corner.
Good, perfect.
Right here.
You are A with Ryan. You guys will be B's since you're together right here. You're going to be C there.
Now,
And we were
one of
missing
the things to
person.
keep in mind is, and this happened in the math class earlier today, because I'm doing some
Right
things
here.
that for the very
Okay.
first time, from your
Okay,
perspective, it
get
may
to your
seem
court.
like, hey,
Let's
this
see what
slows
we
things
got.
down. But if
You
you
don't
talk
know
to
where
them
you're
the first
going,
2
you
weeks
need to
in
come
August,
see me.
like this
I already
rotation stuff,
assigned you guys.
then they just know
You
it,
just said
right?
C.
So it's
Yeah,
really
you guys
about
group A?
first couple weeks of school,
Yep.
teaching them certain
Group A?
You guys
movement,
are going to be here.
you know,
guys are
patterns,
A's, you're right
and then
there.
it just flows.
You guys are,
So
who's your partner?
it's
Wilson?
not going to
You're
flow
B's, you're right here.
perfectly for the first couple times this time. I already know that. So.
Your A's. A's don't need whiteboards.
Wilson? So we have,
Okay, you need a whiteboard. A's, you're over there.
so we could,
Yep.
what we've done, you just want to serve diagonally and then play or just
Yeah,
serve?
they can serve and play.
Okay.
Okay. A's and B's, you will practice serving to one another. Okay? When you hear the whistles, A's, you will go B's, you will go get the whiteboard. I will tell you when we get
Yeah,
there.
and hold on a second. And are they clear that after they serve, they can actually play it?
They play.
Yeah.
Okay. When you guys
All right,
serve,
that's, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
always
Once
right
you
in the
serve it, you
corner
can
and
finish out the
diagonal.
volley.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey, you know how to serve. No, you
All
know
right.
how to-
Was that a good
Make
one?
her serve first.
I know.
No, it
she-
wasn't.
over
It didn't
here.
clear the green
Let me
line.
serve here to
Didn't
there
go diagonal,
diagonally.
right?
Okay.
Oh, the
You
most
got
recent
three over there.
Oh, you're the one that she just did. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
you did the same.
This is extraordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn the pressure's on your bill. There you go. Good. Diagonally go. Diagonally.
Okay. So who's
Ryan.
was
That's
this a
okay.
good serve?
We'll work it out. Ben,
Well, okay,
I
hold
want
on a
you to
second.
do with
Did it go
Ryan, you're gonna
diagonal?
be C today, okay? Thanks. You need to go ahead and grab a whiteboard. Or no, wait.
Diagonally. You got it.
It might not have
Oh,
gone quite
why don't you
diagonally,
go
We need a
but
rapid fire. This is practice.
it's
Hey,
okay.
keep
But,
showing them.
Where's his partner?
that was just a warm up. Anyway, put a check when it goes diagonally and it crosses the green line.
Yeah,
and
you're
put
gonna
an
go
X
be
if it
partner
doesn't do
with
that.
him.
But
You're
be
gonna be
prepared
a
to tell
whiteboard
her
one.
what's
There we
going
go.
on. Okay?
Hey, when we serve, we're close to the middle. Here, we pop it.
You gotta watch the
That's
game. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So who are you watching?
Hey,
These guys?
what?
Okay.
Hold that, Ryan.
Well,
Can
I'm
you guys
gonna
hold
leave
the
you
birdie
guys
to
to
serve?
mess up. We'll just leave it how it is.
Not
Why
just
not?
like this. Sir, hold it here. Now watch, Ryan. Hold it here because the birdie drops straight down. Okay.
Well, it had to go
Not
diagonally,
Okay,
but
girls,
it also
see
has
the
to
serve.
cross the
Underhand.
green line.
Drop it.
Right? Okay.
Good.
So
Right
if
here.
it was a bad one, put an
cannot
X.
miss it.
If it was a
It's not
good one, put a
going
check. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Give it to
we'll
him
run
again,
over and grab a
Ryan.
new one.
There
That's
you
good.
go.
We don't have to wait. Go ahead and play.
Let him serve it again. Use that one. Okay.
It's got to go past this green line.
Good. There
Yep.
you go. How simple is that? Arcady, serve it.
It's got to go past that green line too,
Are
though.
you keeping the time?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay, Calvin, you're serving it. Underhand serve, pop it. Hey, serve to him and rally.
Okay, B, you will go to the
You guys
whiteboard.
are rotating now. So
A, you'll
who's
go under
B?
the net.
You guys are off.
C,
I
you will
think.
become a player
Okay.
with the racket. Rotate.
Yeah. Well, no. But you tell them how they did.
All right, you guys did extremely good. The other guys did extremely bad.
Okay, erase it. Move over.
Make sure, wait a minute, make sure we're collaborating before you go to
You
your
want to give better
spot throw.
feedback than what they were doing.
guys
You want to tell them,
collaborate?
hey, the reason you weren't doing
Back
well
over.
is you
You
weren't
guys
crossing
are
the
here.
green line or something like. Try to give a little more specifics. Okay.
Hey.
Serve, you want to be close to that green line.
Listen, hey! You should be, when I tell you to rotate, part of that, remember, is that you're collaborating with your group. So when you guys switch, you should be talking to your person who has the whiteboard before you go to your station. Okay, did you guys do that?
Who's
It doesn't do us a lot of good if we're just writing it down, right? We've got to actually talk to the people we were observing. So what were your
do it, make magic happen. Go for it.
Hey,
They weren't going
hey,
over?
Good,
Why
but
was
now,
that?
hey, it's got to be a little more.
Hearing incorrectly? Okay, let's work on that. Okay, here we go.
So let's see. You watching these
Yeah,
guys?
a little harder next time.
Let's see.
Do it again.
Let's see what they have.
Keep that bird in there. Okay, I want to see Gage serving.
All right, was that a good serve?
Gage, you serving. Right here. There to there.
But also, did it cross the green line? No, so that wasn't.
There you go.
So go ahead
Play
and put
it
an X
now.
there. Even though
Play
they're
it.
playing it,
Good.
but I want you to be prepared to tell them why it wasn't a good
Good
serve.
line.
okay?
Gotta be ready, Ryan. Gotta be ready.
Even if
Yeah,
it goes
you try to
over, if it
return.
doesn't cross that green line, it wasn't a good
You've
serve.
served before.
Right? So be
You gotta
prepared to
serve
give
it
them
in.
some
Now, we can't
specific
hit it twice
feedback.
in a row.
Hey,
That's all
You
right.
did this number of serves
Listen, you
that
always
were diagonal
serve.
and
Doesn't
crossed the
matter
green
if they're
line,
there.
but you
always
had
want
this
to be
number of
close
serves
to the
that
front
didn't
green
meet those
line
criteria. You know?
as you can.
Okay.
And into the middle of that green line is put the reason is if I stand way
Okay, we
back
gotta be
here,
ready. You gotta move your
and look
feet.
how much
You gotta
farther
move
I
your
gotta
feet
get
there.
to their green line. It just shortens your distance up.
Try again, Taylor. Try again.
You
Nice.
serve it, so here.
Nice.
Okay? Okay, go ahead.
I like what you're doing there. I'm gonna take a picture of that so we can
Okay,
kind
good,
of.
but now you gotta get more depth to it. You gotta punch it. Your
Okay,
angle's
one
down
thing that'll
to
help
here.
you, start really
Start
close
with
to the
Josie's.
line. You're about 3
So you're
feet
gonna tell
back.
her.
Either one
Okay,
you
good.
So when I'm
Either
serving,
one,
I
don't
want to
care.
get pretty close to
Hey.
this line. That makes a shorter distance.
I
Okay,
really
James,
like the
go
way you
ahead.
structured
Put
this.
the
This is
center
gonna
right
be really
here.
good.
Because see the distance is shorter there? Cut off your distance all the time.
Good job. Good play. Good play.
Watch this. Watch this, girls. I'm going to have you try this. There's one sheet here.
How you
Watch.
doing?
Here, put the racket just like this.
Okay.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to drop and punch it. Just like this.
All
Yes,
right.
you're going
You
to
got a
catch
good
it.
one.
Okay? Try that.
Perfect.
Like
Perfect.
that. You can do it. Come on.
Collar.
Now, do you know these bad ones? Do you know why they were
Put your hand
bad?
above like this.
That's probably his, right? You're
Okay.
pretty far
So
over.
make it
Might
some
wanna
kind
let
of
your
note
partner
when
get that
it's
one.
time to switch. I want you to tell them why they're not doing well.
Try
Okay.
that way,
All
Ozzy.
right. Good.
Okay, rotate. Make sure you collaborate with your partners or with your group.
So tell them, take the racket, but tell them, guys, you got to get your feedback first. All right. Just take a quick
Okay,
listen.
so you guys, we kind of didn't have
All
the
right,
right
tell them.
numbers, but I can tell you from what I saw, the main thing, the serving was really good, but you need a little bit more communication. You know, whenever you're playing a team game, whether it's
All right.
2 or
Who's that
11,
Who's in?
you got to communicate.
Okay.
So like
Yeah, I mean,
earlier,
you
you know,
did-
you
yeah,
were kind of, he probably could have got it.
Good,
Luckily, he
right?
let you have it.
Good.
You didn't whack
All
it.
right.
That
But
Riley thinks you're not
the
hitting
one
him
you
in the
didn't go,
head.
it didn't go past the
Well,
green
that's
line,
the whole
right?
purpose.
Okay,
We're going to
good.
play a lot of
Rotate.
2-on-2 stuff the rest
Okay.
of the year. So it's important.
Hey,
Hey, I got it.
good.
Just call it.
Slow
I
player
got
right
it.
here.
Okay? Or yours,
Huh?
something like that. Okay? Let's work on that.
Jimmy.
Okay, here we go.
One thing I'm finding is,
Jimmy gonna serve
in
again.
general, the girls seem to be
Okay.
giving better quality
Hey,
feedback
come here. You guys move
overall,
up.
just in general.
When you serve it,
So,
like
and
I
that's
said
one thing
before,
that I didn't do.
you
I
always
didn't
want
really
to be
model
by
the
the front
feedback
green
process
line
really well. So I
and
think
close to the
if I were to do
center.
this again, I would
The reason
model
it's shorter,
a
it
little
gets
bit
from
more.
there to there,
This is the
right?
kind of thing that we would model at
So
the
don't go
beginning of
clear
the year,
back
like
or
the
clear
first
to
2
the
weeks of
right.
August.
Right.
We would model how to do this and what,
Right?
and all I have them
Every
do
time
is just
whether
saying,
they're
like,
there, you
check
guys move
it.
back
It made
there.
it. If it was
Jack, move
diagonal
back.
and
Jimmy,
cleared the
go.
green line, check.
Now you
If
gotta
it
pop
didn't
them
do
up
one
and
of those two, then an X.
Okay?
But they're also
Jack,
keeping
go
track
ahead. Serve it
of
back to him.
like
There you go. Play
if
it now.
you did
Good.
2 out of 5 serves well, I'd come over to you and say, hey Joe,
Good.
you did 2 out of 5, and the ones you got wrong were because they weren't diagonal. So work on
Hey,
that.
who
Like, I would
serves?
just give you that
Make him
feedback.
serve. Who's the-
Because that's what the look for is
Why
on.
you
Yeah,
serve
exactly.
again?
And many kids
Get
aren't used
close
to
to
giving
the middle.
feedback, so
Right
we're
next to that
kind
white
of training
kid.
them how to give
The white
feedback.
right there.
Yeah.
That's a shorter
But
distance
on
to
this
get
group,
here, right?
the numbers
But
didn't
you gotta
work
get
out,
it
so
here.
we could have
If I'm way
observers.
over
Like,
here,
for all of them.
and I gotta
Right,
serve
so I've
you,
kind of
you
just
got
been their
farther.
observer, sort of coming
You guys
over
wanna
to
cut down
fill
the
that,
distance.
so that at least somebody's.
That's fine. You know, you're right. I think you're doing the absolute right thing. Here's the main thing. John Hattie's research on instructional strategy shows that the more that kids are clear on like the criteria and can give the feedback to themselves and to other people, the better that they're going to be at it. So that's why I want to really
We're
practice
going to here in a little
kids
bit.
giving
We are.
feedback, knowing the criteria,
We
and
are in
giving
a little
feedback.
bit.
Yeah. Now this is the last rotation before
We bring them in.
bring them in. Okay.
Yep.
Good. So what I think I'll do is give me a moment to show them about feedback to
Okay.
improve it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Serve it diagonal.
Okay, are you ready?
Sorry, do it again. You serve it again.
So one thing we're seeing is, in general, the girls are giving much better feedback than the
What's
guys.
diagonal?
Okay.
You learn that geometry?
The girls are writing down
Middle school math.
a
Yeah.
kid's name and what they're not doing
Job
well
on
and
the
stuff, and then
feedback.
they're having
What are we
conversations saying, hey, you know what? The ones
Yep,
that you're not
diagonals that day.
doing well,
Finding.
you're not hitting it
There you go.
diagonally enough.
You're doing good.
right?
Looks good.
So
that marker's not very
it's
good, is it?
The guys,
It's a naughty, bad marker, terrible marker.
imagine that, right?
50
But
shots,
what
you
we're
got
going to do
the
now
good
is he's going to
Luck
bring back to
got
the
you,
center.
Marco.
I'm
I'm going
Yeah.
to go back over better
Not too good.
feedback,
Serve it
and then one of the
diagonally.
coaches is going to teach them the next skill, and then we're going to go back and see if it improves. So,
They need to be the CEOs.
yeah.
Like that.
Can I tell you something? You're absolutely right. You're right. You're right. You're right. That's how it is in my house.
Okay.
That's how it is in my house.
Okay, your
I'm
serve
just like,
right
look,
here.
just tell me what to do.
Ready? Go
Now,
to
high
it. Serve it
serve
to you.
is better. Good thing or not
Okay,
good.
here we go.
What would you say?
Hey, when we're doing the
But
underhand,
I will
don't
say
hang on
this.
to it. Look at it. If I hold up
From
this
what
high,
I just
hey,
learned just by
hold up
working with
this
these two
high,
gentlemen,
make
I have so
contact
much
where it's
respect
gonna
for
go.
you guys as a whole
Straight
squad,
up.
because it's clear that
Put your
your
racket
focus
angle
is
this
on
way.
really promoting healthy
Already.
lifestyles,
You're
health activity,
ready.
stuff like
Drop
that.
it.
So
Make sure
it's
you're
been a pleasure
ready.
working with
Okay,
them.
slow it down.
And by
Slow it
extension,
down.
it says a lot about you guys.
Slide over here more. You gotta be on the right side. There.
Okay, now one thing that'll help you, you want to be
There you
pointing
go.
to your
Good.
target. So that time you were kind of pointing over there, right? And that's where the birdie went.
Good.
You want to be diagonal.
Hey,
About 30
you serve on that
seconds. Keep
side.
going.
Okay, right to there.
So how can we improve that?
Same deal. Good.
It's in the air and it's
Good.
in between us. What
Hey,
needs to happen before it
remember
hits the
you serve
ground?
it now, diagonal to here. Hey, get into the
Right,
middle.
but how will you know which
Cut the
person's going to hit it?
distance down. Tell it to them. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay, call it out. We got to communicate. We're going to do a lot of net games the rest of the year where it's going to be 2-on-2, even 4-on-4, and it's going to be in that kind of 50-50 area a lot of times. Sometimes you'll play where one person will be in the front and one person will be in the back versus a side-by-side, you'll be the front and the back. And so again, it's important that you never want
Hey, we
nobody
got
to
that-
get it,
we
right?
got that
So
on
make sure you
video.
communicate.
I'll be on video.
Okay, bring it on in.
I never did. Hey.
Hustle
Come on
in, guys.
in.
Hustle in.
You're in trouble.
Hustle in.
Huh? Yeah, he was kidding.
Jog it in. Jog it in.
Tell them what you think.
There we go. Jog it in.
Go ahead and take a seat. Set your equipment down on the floor, please.
Okay. Oh, did you guys erase? Don't erase. Don't erase. Let me see what you wrote.
Don't erase it. Make something up.
Yeah.
Make something on there.
Terrible.
Actually, it's over here. I heard something.
Don't erase. Don't erase. Hold on. Come
Right.
sit down.
All right.
I want
Well, that's okay. See what you got.
that word pathetic.
Oh, that one.
Hey, I'd like you guys to scoot in a little bit so you can hear a little bit better. Thanks.
Yeah, guys, get closer.
Jimmy,
Let me see what's on yours. Okay, right on.
You can just
All right.
hold on to it, Nate.
So guys, I'm going to talk with you about observing and giving feedback.
Hey,
Hold the rackets,
Just put the rackets down.
and then
Put the rackets down, please.
rackets down.
Put them all down. Be careful there, listeners. Thank you.
That was good. That was good. Stop making a racket. All right. So guys, first of all, amazing work your first time around. I just want to say this. There were a few of you that did outstanding record keeping and feedback. One of the ways you improve, not only as a person in general, but one of the ways you improve as an athlete is by reflecting on the work that you've done. And it's really important that you have quality feedback. That's what the coaches are for, but that's also what you can do for each other. So I want to give you some examples. I observed several people putting down tally marks when the serve was good and an X when the serve was not good, but they also wrote down the reasons why the serve was not good. I saw some people say, make sure you hit it over the green line. Other people said, make sure you hit it at a diagonal. That's helpful feedback because when I go back to hit, I know what I need to do. So if you're not giving feedback that tells them exactly what they're doing well and what they're doing wrong, it doesn't help anybody. So I don't want just marks and X's. I want lines, X's, and some words related to whether it's diagonal or whether it crossed the green line. Here's what I love right here. Yasmin and Fatima, there's some words about communication, hitting it on a diagonal, and don't fear the birds. That was pretty cool. Right here, someone said great teamwork, great at calling mine. Who was this? Great. All right, and who were the two girls or the two students who were communicating well? The two of you? Yeah. Perfect. That's really helpful feedback because that tells them that they're good communicators, right? So I really like what you were doing in terms of feedback. You guys see this? She said, great at calling mine. So this is the type of feedback that's helpful. And then Jaden, who's Jaden? So Jaden, we serve more diagonally, but that's helpful because now I need to know diagonal is what you need to work on, right? So this is good feedback. So next round, I want to see the feedback improve. Everybody got it? Yeah? Any questions about feedback? No, sir. All right, so coaches, it's up to you now for the second skill while I give these boards back. So where's this board come from? Okay.
Just right over here.
That one's yours? This one? And this is yours? Okay. Thank you, ladies. All right, guys. Everyone turn and focus on the coaches right now.
This way. Now,
face the coaches.
You all went through the underhand serve. Now we're going to teach a second version of the serve, which everyone should be able to do. Pretty simple. You stand in the same spot. Now what you're going to do, since I'm a right-handed player, and so is Mr. Slough, you'll hold your racket up chest high, and now you're just going to hold birdie right here. Everybody can do this. Okay, I don't care what skill level you're at, hitting a birdie, everybody has the ability to do this. All you're going to do, hold the racket up front, birdie's out front, I'm going to drop and punch it at the same time. Come here, I drop, release, and punch at the same time.
Pretty smooth.
Okay, it takes very little energy to do that. Coach Slaugh's going to do the same thing. Now on this backhand serve, when we do this, you got to have the racket below your hand, and usually the birdie should be no higher than there.
I think that's important for their growth,
right?
Especially when they're learning something new.
If we were to do a skills test, and we've done this before, what they'll do, they'll put a racket with a string here, and you're supposed to hit the birdie through that racket string. So on this serve, you don't want to have the birdie really high.
They can move, and
you want to try to work and keep the birdie flatter. Go, Coach Slough. Close to where it just barely clears the green line.
Lesson per se, but the thing is this
so
way,
Coach Slough served it.
One recover.
Well, I served. I'm going to see if I can get it to land right next to the green line.
Positive with their learning, which is,
that's your effective serve there.
With
the lower to the net, the better. Your better chance is getting across the green line and closer to that line. Okay?
And so, no, I'm
when you
all
go back
about
to
it.
your
That's why I was
court,
really hoping we
going
could get
diagonal
to
again,
this lesson
watch.
just to see
If
that
you're left-handed,
well, we will.
it's just the opposite. Left hand here.
I want to see them.
I drop the birdie. Notice how I handle onto the birdie.
Like just the terms of badminton.
I hold it here and let it drop straight. I had too many people would hold it like this or upside down. Then it floats differently. This is not going to go anywhere. Drops out front. Drop and punch. It takes very little energy to get the birdie over.
So they're kind of, in other words, they're taking what their observers said, and they're kind of turning that into a goal.
Mr. Slough, anything else?
And because the whole idea is this macro idea of what's called the continuous improvement cycle. People who behave this way, if you let's say you do something, it doesn't go well. You reflect and say, I need to change something. Let me change it, and now let me try.
I'd say the first minute, just take turns serving, let it land. Serve it back, then your partner do the same deal.
That's what you do.
And then we'll say serve and then rally with the backhand serve.
Make a tweak, try it.
We're going this type of serve, out front and front.
Kids don't do is they don't engage in this continuous cycle. They're just like,
same group. Go back to your courts. Group A and B on the court first, C and B out front, out on the side. Yeah, we're going to Just so that they're videotaping it. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I know you guys have never, people haven't done this yet.
All right, hustle, hustle, hustle. Go, go, go.
We want everyone to serve.
Excited about that. Out-
Quality feedback.
So anyway,
Quality feedback.
yeah, love
C
that.
would be out first,
Hey,
right? Okay, C's out.
All
A
right,
and
quality
B, you guys are
feedback.
A or B?
All right. I need you to be
B
a
and
feedback
A, C
leader.
right here.
Okay.
just
Right?
Good.
the iPad. Yeah.
Let's have her serve it first since she hasn't done this.
Yeah.
We're
It's
here.
really-
Hey, remember?
All right.
We're here.
Quality feedback. I need you guys to be the
Okay.
feedback
Now, remember,
dominators.
you
Just
gotta
like,
angle.
you know.
You gotta turn your body that way. There.
Short, I know.
Yeah.
It's a
There you
junior.
go. Hey, catch it. You serve it back. Okay. Good.
Okay, girls, look alive.
Who's serving here?
Okay, we got to go a
Okay,
little bit
right
longer
here.
to the side. We're
It's
gonna
right
let
here.
you
You turn
serve.
your body. Hey, when
We
we
got to
do
have
this, you
bent
turn your
knees.
body
You
this
need to
way.
be spread apart. You need to be over there a little bit and probably
That's
backed up.
unorthodox if I
Because
face
you
stage
know
and try to
it's
serve
coming to
over
you,
here.
right?
So just turn
You're
your
ready.
body here.
So you need to be ready and you need to be this way in the back in case it gets returned deep.
Was that a good serve that he did?
All right, let's
Gage,
try
you
that
serve
again.
it. Renegade, you serve it.
But it,
Try, hey.
oh, okay.
Right
So
here.
it went
Hold on.
Try to
straight
hit
over.
that
Right?
racket right there.
So it wasn't
No,
diagonal.
right here.
Okay. So
Back
you
hand
want to give
one.
him an
Now
X.
extend. Yeah.
No, the other
Extend
way.
your arm though.
Yeah.
Everything's
Okay.
so close.
All right. But you need to right
Girls,
body.
we're struggling a little bit.
There you
That's
go.
all right. We're learning today.
do that one.
Okay. I want this out in front of me so I get it.
Because
I
that's
can really
helpful
see it.
feedback.
It's
You
like
can
right
tell
here.
me why
It's
he
kind of
didn't
almost
do it
too
well.
tight, right?
See what I'm
like
saying?
So
this.
whichever hand is
Here and here.
holding the birdie, whether I'm doing it this way
Who you
or I'm
want?
doing it
Hit that
here,
racket.
I always want it out in front of my body so I can
Yep,
kind of
go.
see where it's at, right? I can just hit it over. Now,
Not bad.
when you hit it
Okay.
over again,
see
it
what
doesn't have to
happens.
be like
Hey,
this.
because we are
right?
bringing
Just-
targets out
you'd
here
be
a little
surprised
bit. With this, too.
how much
Hey, right
you
back
don't
in.
have to hit it
Hit his feet.
very hard,
Don't
right?
move your
It's just-
feet.
Look how
Move it
far
hard.
that went, and
Serve
I didn't
it
have
again.
to hit it. It just had good contact,
Okay.
right?
He hit it the right way.
Okay,
But
go
it
ahead
also
and
went out of bounds, so it's too
rotate.
strong, right? So tell him that. Tell him that right
Boys,
One.
boys, come see me.
now. All right.
What are they
Good
doing?
job.
These guys, hey,
No, they
Over
don't
there.
though.
you go. Is he slouched?
They're taking them to the other gym.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be over here.
Good. Okay, you guys can serve out. Okay,
Who's your
Reese,
teacher,
you
Slough?
serve it.
He's gonna take you to
Serve,
the West
serve,
today.
serve this way, then you can rally. Every time
watching
this
this group
rally's
right
dead,
here?
you're gonna serve
Because
this way.
we're doing a trial thing with the 90 minutes. So they're doing
Good job.
2
Okay,
full
Riley, you
periods.
serve it.
So these guys normally go to like science and math here from
Okay,
6th
who
period.
serves?
Because
Who
next
serves?
year, everyone's going to
there.
do this every good
Right
serve
in the
when they
corner.
come to PE. It's going to
Okay,
be 2
ready?
periods worth.
Well, but are you going to give him a
No,
check? or
this is
no?
just a one. This was just a pilot class that
Jimmy,
got
you're gonna
selected
serve
just
now.
because.
You're right
So
here.
you guys are going to go 7th normal, 8th
You want me to
normal.
punch it up?
Yep.
Here and here. Look at this
If
so
he
high.
doesn't
Look at-
serve it well, you need to be able
See,
to
you
tell
get
him
right
why
above
he's
my
not
racket.
serving well.
Not much higher now.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Now you just gotta make it. Now he
And
might
then
have
right,
hit
the,
that
right. If
one
it's too
before,
high, then tell him
right?
like too high.
Hey, when you serve, get to the middle more. Get to the middle when you serve.
We're getting there. We're getting it.
Right?
Nice.
get it.
Okay,
Like
good.
me,
Good,
if
good.
you hit from over there, I'm gonna hit it right down that line. You can't hit it. Right? That's good though. That's what we want.
You got to bend your
Okay.
arm,
Serve,
just
serve
like
again.
this. Okay? Think about it this way. You wouldn't
Away.
flip a burger like this, would you? Like if you're out on the grill or something?
Okay, Bree,
You'd
watch
flip it
this.
like this. Okay? Or like a pancake or
Hit
something.
that racket
It'd
right
be close
there
to you.
with the birdie.
So that,
Okay,
that
go.
striking arm, that racket arm is going to be short.
That would have been close. Okay? You serve right back to her. 'Cause we're gonna have targets here in a little bit. We are. We got targets for you here in a little bit. Okay, serve it back. Right there. Good. A little harder now. Okay?
We got to communicate. Either person can get it. We got to communicate. Got it really close to your face. Have it out in front so you can see what you're doing. Would you read a book like this?
Hey,
I don't think so. "30 seconds. Get as many as you can in. You got 30 seconds before we rotate. Keep going."
the big one over there. be the post-school meeting.
Good.
Ready?
Oh, I like that. This is really good feedback right there. Boom. Good, 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 good. All right.
Okay.
So here's what I did. I wrote a little chart like good, not diagonal, not far enough, or too strong. And then every time they serve,
Because we hit it and it was
something
floater.
somewhere else.
Listen,
I like what
whenever
you're
you
doing there, too.
return it, whenever I'm returning it, even on a serve, I never want this high lobbing shot. Because why?
Punch harder.
It's easy to hit it, right?
Take right here.
It's a lot harder to hit a
Good
90-mile-an-hour fastball than it is if you just position hit it, right?
Was that in or out?
Punch out hard. Drop
Yeah,
and punch.
That was a good volley, guys.
You guys need to head to the West
Good,
Gym.
nice feedback. Good. How are you doing over here? Nice, good job. Wait, I like the table that organizes things.
Hey, Morrison.
Rotate!
How about either serve and then we'll demonstrate the serve, and then we'll work on clear, which is hard for them to do because they can't hit the booty really hard. But at least it's going to be an overhead motion and simulate the clear. And that's a hard shot for these kids because they think they swing hard, but they really don't.
Well, what happens is what's going on if you watch. See, look, they just pop them up like that.
And they always,
they're not driving.
And they always like to hit. They always wait for the rack to back.
Okay, you should be in your third rotation. Let's go, boys.
So do you want this next skill not to be a serve? Do you want it to be something like what we're just talking about right now, having to do?
What we could do is use the serve to start it,
Uh-huh.
and have them rally. But then we got to get within that rally. It's got to be a long clear, and we can demonstrate. Try to get them off the net more with that long clear of the drive.
Okay.
It might be a combination using both because just the strength of some of these kids, they just don't swing that hard.
Yeah. Well, whatever you guys want is fine, but I'm thinking since you're seeing a lot of that and it's problematic, right now is a good time to address it if you want to model that. Okay. And then the feedback is improving, definitely improving. I was showing kids how you could make a table and like keep stats. Do you know what I mean? Like good, not diagonal, not far, too strong, and stuff like that. You know. Okay. But they're getting better at feedback.
Good. See, I've noticed more kids when the birdie comes down, they try doing this, they can't do it.
It's too late.
It's bad. I watched that for the
Oh, this is excellent. I love how you have
one thing to mention, you can't hit it to each other.
Okay, well you can take credit for it though. It looks good.
Like not real gameplay, but it's kind of like I hit it and then you're knocking it over. You can't hit it to your teammate. I don't think some of them. Mine definitely don't know that.
Don't hit so hard. Good. This is good feedback.
Get it.
Now you're going to tell.
I can have both on one side. I can serve it.
The kids are giving feedback and giving much better feedback now. It's being very descriptive. Several kids have gone to like a table of like stats, like you know how you keep.
Okay, collaborate with your group. You've got 20 seconds for feedback. 20 seconds for feedback.
Doesn't work.
You guys critique each other.
So, let me
you guys
get
tell
feedback.
them what they can do better, you tell them what they can do
It
better.
might be in that card. Marker. So I give a marker. Marker.
Okay.
Turn towards your opponent.
All right, you guys have the giggles. Okay. No worries. No worries. But
get the birdie over the net.
I got it over the net.
Hey,
you need to hit it when I serve it to you, mister.
Okay, come on in with your equipment, please. Thank you.
have them get closer to the circle too this time.
Okay. Come on in. Should be right up by the circle, right in the center.
Who has a good marker that's dark? Who has a good marker? Who has a good marker? Can I see your marker? This is a dry erase marker, right?
Okay, we're in, we're quiet, we're listening to instruction. Come on in. Rackets on the ground, please.
Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, first of all, from a feedback perspective, all of you have improved greatly. From the first time to the second time, I'm seeing much better feedback. You're now more in charge of helping each other grow as athletes. I want to show you a couple of things that I saw some people doing. What people are doing now is they're moving towards making a table. If you look up here, it says good. So this is, if a serve is good, they'll just put a mark here. If the serve was not diagonal enough, they'll put a mark there. If the serve was not far enough, if it didn't clear the green line, they'll put a mark there. And if the serve was too strong, like they went too far, they'll put a mark there. And then this way, the person can look and see how they're going. At the end of class today, we are going to ask you to reflect and think about what you've been doing well in badminton and what you need to work on in badminton. And it's going to come from these observations. So when we reflect, it's going to be obvious if you've been paying attention to the observation or not. So what I want to hear right now is I want you to hear, turn and talk to a partner. What do you feel you've been doing well so far, and what is something you still need to work on? And share that with the partner right now.
Ryan, what have you been doing now?
Hey, Zach.
What have you been doing well?
I said that I've been getting like
Doing good at? What's Ryan do good at?
So not far enough.
Yeah.
Have you been diagonal enough? Okay, so distance is one of your goals, right? Okay. I said, what have you been doing well? Oh, I guess getting a diagonal is what you've been doing well. Distance is not what you've been doing well.
Hey,
What about
Colin,
you?
who's your partner? What you do well?
You've been missing your serve? So the underhand serve is difficult for you. So you just need to make contact. So one that sounds like one of your goals is just making consistent contact.
Avoidance balls?
Okay,
Good
good.
communicator.
So whatever your goal is, that's fine, but I want everyone to be clear on what they're doing well and what they're
Ready
not
for the
doing
World
well,
Championships?
okay?
It's in
All right.
2 weeks.
Good job.
We got a
You guys
lot
are
of
really
training to
impressive.
do.
I appreciate all your effort.
Maybe? Okay, awesome. I'll book the tickets. We'll go.
You go to Western?
All right.
All right. Did you guys,
Third
Go to
skill?
Walnut or Bar?
third skill? Yeah,
Mr.
ready.
Higgins.
Hey. I think you'll will.
Third skill. Ready?
Yeah.
Which two do you want to use?
Yeah, no. Come here. Oscar, come here. These
Oh, and coach, after you model the skill, let's just have a few seconds for them to get clear on what are the look fors before we send them out.
What's out of wheel?
Okay,
Okay,
guys,
everybody
hold on a
turn
second.
this way so you can see what's going on.
Focus.
Ladies, I'm going to have you back up because we're kind of in the court. Thank you.
Guys, rackets down. Rackets down.
middle, and then you're going to try to clear it, and we'll talk about the clears and the drive. Okay, hey, we've done two skills, underhand serve, overhand serve, or called the backhand flick serve.
Guys, look.
Okay, Arcady. Now we're going to combine two skills in the one drill here. We're going to work on the serve. Mr. Morris is my partner. I'm going to serve it underhand. Now, I can get the serve to the deep back court, or hopefully this looks like we want to do. Oscar's going to try to hit a shot. It's called a clear. And what that clear means, you want your shot, we want Oscar's shot to clear the whole court to force us clear in the back of the court. And when we make contact on this, our rackets clear up straight up high, but we're trying to clear it high and deep. Okay, high and deep. And we're going to try to do that. We're going to try to keep it in play like deep, clear shots. Okay, nothing else. So you guys, we're all probably going to be in the center of our court. Ready, Oscar? Move back on the serve. I'm going to serve it deep. Keep going. Here we go. Hopefully we can get it started here. Start here. You got to swing at this. Okay. Now they're actually going to do the next shot that we're going to talk about. It's called the drive. The drive and the clear are two different things. The drive is more driven straight rather than the clear deep and high. Okay? Oscar, you serve it to me. Go. Let's start again. Sorry. There you go. Of course you got. That's a good high clear. Okay, we're going to go again. Oscar, here we go. Right here. Ready? Move back. Move back. Move back. Here we go. Okay, that'd be a good clear. When you hit the clear, it's going to be high and deep, and you want to land on the back part of your court. Okay? So that requires you guys to move back. So none of the shots will be up in the front part of the court. Let's hit it right the other. Okay, you guys agree? Here we go. You got it. Good. Good. All right.
Hey, one thing too, just on a side note, I saw a few groups in badminton and a lot of net games. If you're playing doubles, which is 2-on-2, you can't hit it and then your partner hits it over, right? Like volleyball, I can hit it and then my teammate can maybe bail me out or hit it back over. We can work together. Once one of us contacts the birdie, Ryan, please sit up. Thanks. Okay. Once one of us hits it, it's got to go over the net. It's not like, oh, and then I help it over. Are we switching?
No, you just go over there. You know how to do the drive.
Oh, just one-on-one?
Yeah, just one-on-one. You guys step up, thanks. Okay, now, we're just going to do here's the difference with the drive now. And they kind of demonstrate it about the first time hitting over the net. The drive, the angle of the birdie is going to be flat here. It's to be driven hard like we've done before. Compared to the clear, it's longer and deep. It has more air time. We're going to start the serve. We're going to rally a little bit. Then we're going to talk about the shot when we do the shot. We'll explain what shot is. I'm serving it. Drive, just right there. It's a low shot, closer to the net. It's driven right at the person. Rather than hitting it higher and deep, that's considered a clear, like you're clearing the court. Okay? Mr. Morris is going to hit it clear here. Watch the difference. He's just going to try to hit it deep and beyond me. Here we go. Okay, the clear, you want to try to clear your court. It's going to have more air time. Where the drive will be here. I serve it, he's going to drive it right back at me. It's more that way. See the difference?
You guys see the difference?
So that means you got to swing a little bit harder on both of them. It just can't be like this backyard badminton, like popping it out. Okay, you actually got to swing, you lose a little more energy. Okay?
As you
Question.
get more comfortable with this, guys, you can kind of differentiate between or decide different shots to hit. For instance, there's a short shot you want to hit.
No.
You drive me back.
No,
show 'em once?
no, we'll go those two.
Okay. Well, not that so they do it, but just to understand the strategy. The idea is you're trying to move your opponent. Okay, that's what you need to understand through this, right? Sometimes you want to push him to the back. Sometimes you might serve it deep. Sometimes you might serve it short. Right, so as you get more comfortable with this, the idea is that you're moving your opponent around the court so you can try to find an open place to hit the birdie. Does that make sense? You don't want to just, when we're playing for real in a game, I'm not trying to hit it to my partner. Right now we're kind of collaborating, we're kind of working together. Okay, it's kind of an effort for both teams to hit it back and forth, but eventually when we're competing, right, you don't want to hit it right at them, you want to hit it where they are not, correct? So it's harder for them to return it. Make sense? Or just this.
So, guys, as they were demonstrating, I noticed that there were a couple of things. One is you've already practiced 2 serves. So if I were keeping track and giving feedback, I'd keep feedback on the serve. But also, as Coach Higgins pointed out, there's 2 shots that you're looking at right now. You're looking at the clear, which is, it's a hard shot, but it's high and deep. And then you're looking at the drive, which is low and directly at the person, okay? So people giving feedback, you might want to make like 3 columns and just write some notes in each column about how well people are doing, okay? So you've got the serve, a clear shot, which is high and deep, and a drive, which is low and directly at the person. Everybody got that? All right, at coach's signal, you guys are going to get back into your rotations.
Hey, try to start it with the serve, either the backhand or here. Just try to get the rally going and try to vary your shot. Okay? And then the birdie ends up dead, try again. Okay, go.
What?
There you go.
Lucky it was Higgins that would have hit you.
Yeah. Fight with kids, bad hand. Okay, Ryan, let's go.
What do you mean?
Use that as the next one. Okay.
See that kid with the golden brown hair?
Yeah.
Riley, you got a birdie?
I have anger management,
Okay.
so it's
Ready?
harder for me to.
Okay, here we go, boys.
Okay, let's go. We should be getting in gameplay. Come on now.
I understand.
2-1.
I'm trying to stay away from him, but
Okay.
can you like watch?
Yeah, you know what, let's do that. Well, first of all, I think
Need
it's
a
a great
marker?
thing that you kind of know who you are and what you need and everything like that.
He
So
stole your marker,
that's a
didn't
real
he?
positive. I'm proud of you for recognizing that. Let me do that. Who's your teacher? Is it Mr. Morrison or Mr. Higgins? All right, let's bring Mr. Morrison in because he'd have a better, he'd be better able to handle this.
Okay,
Okay.
Gage, serve the rally.
I'm trying not
Here you
to
go, ready?
start fights.
Go. Look.
Oh, okay.
Good, Miguel, good.
I know I'm.
Hey, off the net, please.
I know I'm bad at.
Thanks.
Pretty hard.
Everybody's
Go,
not
clear.
going
Oh.
Good.
Whose
Okay,
marker
it's a
did I
hard
take?
Good.
You'll get
Okay,
better
start
at it.
again, Gage, serve
Okay.
again. You gotta help
Does it
me.
work?
Thing is, just
You
keep
got a
trying.
left-handed
All right,
racket.
purple
right
with this
hand.
one.
Every single
Okay.
person mess up
I
at
think
least
he's got
once,
left-handed
including
racket.
the guy with the big hair. Okay? So everybody's making mistakes. Which court are you supposed to be on? The far court? Okay, let's get back over there.
All
Let's
right,
get
so
going. Okay,
did the,
deep
I
breath.
can't remember her name, but did the other PE teacher, does she have to go back?
Got too many holes in that racket.
Oh, wants to handle something? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, so what are your thoughts right now? Like, one of the questions was
Clear it to the back.
you don't want
Driving your opponent to the back.
kids to, you don't want the whole long period where the kids are losing the interest and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on these cycles like that?
Put the pressure on it. There you go. Good. Good. Good.
That was a good example of hitting it where he's not.
Yeah.
Right
That
here.
was good.
Always serve to the middle. Ready? Move back. Move back. You gotta serve past that green line. We're gonna get to the deep.
Hey, whoa,
Get ready
those
when
are
they return
$60 a
it.
piece,
Return
guys. Don't be
quick.
breaking the rackets.
The return's quick.
Okay?
Doesn't matter what.
Either serve. I don't care. Either serve. There you go. Good. Clear it to the deep.
You need to communicate. Now that's a serve. Now wait a minute. That's a serve,
Good.
right? Where did it
To the
land?
deep now.
On
Drive
your
it.
side.
There you go.
Can he return the
Just
service?
like that. Drive it over his head.
The only
Get
person
ready.
who can
Yeah.
return the
Serve.
service
Try and be
is
ready.
the person
Matt-
diagonal. So
Good.
Right.
no
No,
matter
no,
what,
you're absolutely right. Let me,
you're not helping him on the serve.
Right
And if it's a
here.
volley, yeah, somebody get it. Okay,
Got
so
it right
just
here.
remember
There
that
you
So
go.
the thing
Let's
is-
go.
the reason this is an introductory lesson is because
Okay, guys,
today
you
was
serve
day
it.
one, right?
Right
But if
at you.
Morrison had
There you
told
go.
me that they had already gone deep into
Hey,
the unit,
talk
we
with
would
your
design it a little
partners.
differently. So
Good.
I think it's a great question.
Rotate.
What
See what
do-
kind of feedback they
What
have.
does mid-unit, what does end of unit,
Someone
what,
else
what do
who's
those
part-
look like? That's
Well,
something
who's
we can
partner?
definitely talk about. But what I would say though is, even in a situation where they have more experience, let's just say basketball, kids tend to know more about basketball than they know about badminton, right?
Okay, you get hurt.
You could still use some of the structure, this
Okay, here we go,
model,
Raul.
Okay,
that's
let's
what they
rotate.
put in it.
Here
So
we go.
for example, if you've got a bunch of kids who already know how to play
That's good, just
basketball,
like that.
well
Good
then
serve,
you're
Miguel.
not going to do,
Move
for
back,
those kids
move
who
back.
demonstrated
Here we go.
proficiency in the basic stuff,
Hit it
then
deep.
you do something else. You make
Hit
them
it
hook on
hard,
their left
hit it
hand. You know what I
hard.
mean? Like you differentiate
Slide
with
it
two
out.
coaches.
Good.
You could have this
There
side
you
of
go.
the gym
Good shot. You serve.
engaged in more advanced,
serve.
and this side of the gym,
Right
you know,
there.
like that. So you
Okay.
plug in whatever
Good.
drill you want, because it's more about the structure
Good.
Where's your
than
six?
Follow
anything.
your
But
serve.
because
Your serve.
99% of the kids
go.
know how to do
Gage.
the badminton, we figured this would be fine. But I'm just
deep
thinking
now.
of like
Find it
because
out.
you coach basketball, right? So for instance, for your varsity athletes
That
who
went down.
already know how to do a bounce pass and stuff like that, right? And who could even do a bounce pass to a moving target, then you would probably add on a defender. Do you know what I'm saying? Right? And that's the point. It's just sort of like you got to
Okay, so
go
you
to
know
the
they're going to drive
complexity
you
that
back.
they're
So
ready
both
for.
of you are
So,
really
as a
far up.
coach,
Look at
you
this.
have
This
to
is
have
like
that
not
drill.
quite even halfway up. Look,
Good.
our court goes all the way back to here, right? So a lot of area to cover. Now, now when you serve, you want to be up. Because this gives them less reaction time. Right after you serve, you may take a couple steps back. Okay?
There you go. Good. That's a good shot.
Ooh, it's a little short, a little short.
Good serve.
No, not necessarily. I mean, one option would be when you get to the end, and let's say if all of the kids have mastered those basic skills,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
that
whoa, whoa, whoa.
you could
Whoa, I
do
know you didn't just hit my neck.
rotations
Oh,
into like
touch at
a
it.
tournament
Harder.
type of situation.
Oh, I must have been
because
seeing
you don't
things.
want kids playing the
Touch
entire
like
time.
you're
Because they
getting
don't
hit
cover,
with the
Again,
right?
Touch hard.
when I
But
was hitting, it's
of
not
the
like
ones
you're
that are
trying to
playing,
kill
the
it.
ones who are not
right?
playing,
It's all about
they're
contact.
either keeping
You have
steps,
high level
keeping
of contact,
touching,
and good
something
speed,
like
it's
that.
going to
Because
travel nice.
here's the
You
strategic
have
aspect
a
of the
whole
game.
bunch of force
With
and you're out of
kids,
control. You're
I
just
can't. I'm
getting
not speaking for you, but in general, what I see
kind of like
is
in baseball,
sometimes
swinging
we're
so
focusing
hard with
on
no
the
control.
technique,
Probably not going to have very good
but it's like
contact.
in math, kids know how to do the
Same idea.
division, but sometimes they lack the conceptual big picture.
that's a perfect
And in
shot.
physical education, some kids,
There you go,
I
your
see it all the
service.
time,
Good
especially
deal.
with kids who get
Drive
up in
or
an athletic
clear?
household,
Do it
they don't get
again.
any strategy.
That would have been a
Like
drive.
they know you have to
Give me
put the
a
ball in the
serve.
basket,
It was
but
low.
they don't understand
It's fine. It's a good shot. There was
distance,
nothing wrong with it.
maintaining
I was
a
curious
good
if you-
distance between, because if we're both here, one person
clear
can
is
defend
just
us,
gonna
right?
clear
So
over 'em, it's
spacing
just
is a
gonna land. You're always
concept.
kinda
So
towards
that's
that
where
back
the observers
line.
engage in more
Jimmy,
strategic,
Jimmy, ready.
big
Good.
picture
Let's be ready.
type of
Good.
stuff
There
too.
you go. Good, Jimmy. You can do that.
The main thing I wanted to model here was just kind of like the workshop model where it's like teach, practice with feedback, reflect, and then cycle through. And then, so that was the main new structure I wanted to incorporate. But you would do that with advanced, low level, and stuff like that.
You guys share that with Mr. Holden. Hey.
Okay, so the trajectory, right? In other words, the path of the birdie right now, what I'm seeing is like this.
Play on some positive with it. They're pretty good.
Okay, what should it look like? More like this, right?
That's a foul!
So
Foul!
that means we need to hit it when it's a little bit lower, and we're gonna hit it when it's about eye level. If I hit it,
And then
okay, and
one of
it's
the
way
things
up
we're
high,
not going to get to today, but it's
it's
fine.
gonna go
We're going to talk about
high.
accuracy because now
If I hit it way
we're gonna put hula
low,
hoops
way
out
down
and
here, it's
have that
also
kind of
Yeah.
serve
gonna go
to a
high.
target. Because
How I
one of the
drive
things
it.
about like in
Now,
volleyball,
okay?
you know how, oh, that's a weak
That's
hitter
why
over there. We're going to serve to that corner.
I was waiting for that.
Getting the ball over is one thing,
Right about here.
but at the
Look
high
at the
level,
angle
getting
of
the
my
ball right
racket,
there
right?
is
That's
a better
gonna
thing.
drive
Or
birdie.
if I'm going to
If I ever
pass
hit
it over
and my
the net,
racket head
I want to
is up,
avoid their middle
facing
blocker
up, the
because
birdie's
that
gonna
girl
travel
is
that way.
like 6'8"
Same
and she
thing
can
here,
dunk.
it's gonna travel
So
up.
you see what I'm saying?
So when you're
So
playing,
and then we also want to back up the
oh, I
strategy.
see a lot of it. Watch out.
Um,
What I see a lot
we
of
just
is
have to
this.
have a sliding
Hit it
scale
back.
of
See, look at that. It's too high. It's
intro
over here like
and
this.
I got Michael Jordan and
I want you to hit it. Okay, return it.
What do you
Return
do?
it.
Try to get
I want you to hit it
it
like that. You see how the birdie came down in the
But
line?
mainly,
Let's work on that.
my goal is this: is about getting the
Yeah,
kids
better.
to internalize the
It's not about
attributes
hitting it
of
harder.
excellence. What
It's about
makes
when you're
excellence,
hitting
sir,
it.
what makes
Okay?
an excellent, you know, instead of just going
All
through
right,
the motions
try it.
because we tell them to, I want them to be able to look at any event. I'm tired of people turning on the TV and not like getting stuff. I want them to say, "Oh, his
Okay,
spacing is
get your
horrible.
feedback,
Look, I
then
want you to do that."
rotate.
So for me, it's about fostering reflection. We are, after this last rotation, we're going to do the chalk talk, and then we're going to send them to get dressed and stuff like that.
Teamwork. Okay.
Like communication, you need like to say here, because there are multiple times where you come across you, James, you didn't hit it really
Being
diagonal
positive,
or
just being on, you know what I'm saying?
I like to say hi to the studio audience back there in Hollywood or wherever you are. Grand Island, you're amazing.
She's putting hers beats
You're having
muscle.
so much fun today.
All I've got to say, dude, is teamwork times a bajillion. And then Zach, and then he goes, so you got to talk to your partner.
I just erased it.
Oh, okay.
All I got to say, dude, is teamwork times a bajillion. You got the message, Bruce.
Okay, Gio, here we go.
Well put. Well said. Here.
Start again, Gio, go.
That's what I missed.
Gio serves. Right there. Gio, get over there. Jimmy, move back. Jimmy, over there.
Communicate,
Okay,
guys.
here we go.
Communicate.
Right
Say
here.
mine.
Good.
Say I got it.
Hit deep shot. Hit it deep. Hey, now, come here a second, you two. And you guys will get to know this.
All right, now I'm
When
seeing
they
some
hit it over the
clears.
net,
I don't know if you guys
you
have
only
been
get one
marking
hit
them.
to get it over between
But have you
two.
guys seen any drives yet or
It's
no?
not like volleyball, but you wouldn't know
We're
that.
getting it.
Guys,
We're
drives are
getting it.
what wins the
Serve
game,
it.
man. If you can get it low,
Jimmy's gonna
like
serve to you. Move back, Jimmy.
right over the
You're
net,
gonna try to hit
Okay.
deep, okay?
get some drives.
So, either one
And
of
we
those
want to
serve.
serve it over here, right? Diagonal.
Good.
There you
Even
go.
though it went over there, we
Good.
didn't hit it here.
Are you guys
right?
getting drives or are you guys doing all clears?
Good, hit it
All
flat.
right.
Hey, and I told the
Okay,
other
so
squad, you guys need to hit the
what I'm
birdie with
seeing,
the top right in
guys,
front of you, instead of letting it get behind your
The
head.
trajectory of
Hit
the
out more in
birdie
the front.
is doing this.
Good. Play it. Good, Gio. Hit it deep.
What should it look like?
Good idea.
Should be like
Serve it
this,
good, Gio,
right?
you serve it.
So how do we change that? Well, we know we want to hit it straight. It's actually when you're hitting it. If I contact and they're hitting it, if I contact
Okay,
it
here we go.
like
Hit it.
this, okay, look at the head of my racket.
And then let us go.
How's the birdie gonna
You're
fly?
doing fine.
Up and down or flat?
Hey. Boom, boom, boom.
Probably
there,
up
over
and
here.
down. Same thing this way, right? it's going to travel really high and not very far.
Hey,
That's not what we're after, though, are we? Because that gives them a lot of time. We're after a flat driving shot, whether it's your drive shot or a clear. It's when you hit it. If you get under it and you hit it early, sometimes you're going to feel like you're waiting, right? Like right there.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm hitting it about right here.
All right, you taking good
If I
feedback?
hit it way up here,
Yeah, you sure?
it's going to go up and over slow. So
Okay.
hit it over. No. We always serve underhand.
Yeah, that was a good clear.
It's
What's
the
your name?
Yeah.
Yeah, James had a good clear.
If I hit it early, if I hit it too early
Yeah.
or too late, it's going to do that, right? Does that kind of make
Nice.
sense? Let's work on that. Both sides could do better there.
Sure, man. Get right over.
Ryan, hold on.
Serve. Good one.
Now, if that was a serve, we need to serve from the
Move
line,
back.
right?
Move back. Here we go. Here we go.
Control,
Is that in?
control, okay? Keep your eye on the
Hey, serve
target.
right there.
Okay,
Is
rotate!
this the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Busy.
after this one, then we're
There you
gonna.
go. Busy,
How many
again.
teams we got? We got 1,
Again.
2, 3, 6. We got a total of 6, right?
Yep.
Good.
Okay.
Hit
So
deep.
then all we're gonna need is just 6
Good.
pieces of chart paper. And you know what we do is we can have them.
Good job. Huh?
We can just spread it out right.
Okay.
No, we'll just do it right here in the middle. We'll just have like one group.
You switch or-
Yeah, we'll spread it out.
Sorry. We got too busy. No, we're over here. We're over here.
Or actually, we'll do it on the sideline, on the like right where we're
Yes,
standing, but on the other side of the
sideline.
court. We'll just do it right there.
Mary,
Now, we don't.
so should Mary be out?
I'm trying to think what's the best way to do this. There's a birdie up there.
Yeah, we get him at the end, otherwise we'll be lowering them all day. We just wait and let them all fall at once.
Okay, yeah, go there.
What?
So
Nope,
Mary,
I
you
want
and
you to
I
keep doing
out
what we're
there.
doing. Got about another
Here,
minute.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Just hit-
Overall, what's your
Oh, they
impression
move
of
it.
the
Here.
rotations today?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really good. We've done rotations before where we're just in gameplay, but adding the feedback part I think is really cool and really
Okay,
beneficial.
okay, you start to
Especially,
serve. Here we go.
you know, when we're not pressed to just get him in there, get him in there, get him in there.
Right.
You know what I
Lower
mean?
than that,
Usually
here.
it's how can we
There
get
you
every
go.
kid involved all the time because well, you got a 50-minute period, well then you're changing and changing, now it's 40, you warm up, now it's 30. You know, by the time you do your transitions, they're really only getting about 15 or 20 minutes of
Right.
actually doing something, so you don't want them rotating, but this
What I like
adds,
is they're working on their body, they're working on their technique, but they're also working on like strategy. I mean, there's so many things you could do, but I like this feedback
Yeah,
part
do it again.
here.
Okay.
It just came from me in my English class. I got upset, like, because kids would say, Mr. Holden, is my paper okay? I'm like, dude, you mean you tell me you have no clue if you wrote a good paper? Like, you should know if it stinks or if it's good.
Right.
And I realized
What are the look for?
I failed in installing those look fors in their heads.
Katie?
All right. So we're what? 224.
You got a
I'm
right-handed
thinking because it's
racket
going to take me a minute
got
to
the
explain
left-handed
this,
one.
I'm thinking
He's got the
after
left-handed
this,
racket.
they put their rackets up, and then
gotta know,
we
Riley,
tell them
come
like
on.
Group. If you were at that net,
guys got the
you
right
sit as a
hand,
group
Riley.
here.
You
If
guys
you were at
got
that
the
net,
left
you know what I mean? And then I'll lead them through the reflection part. Because you said they need to be done reflected by 240, so they can change, right?
Yeah, 240
Okay,
we need to be
Oscar.
sending them in.
One in the back. He's gonna serve to you, one in the back.
Okay, you've got 20 seconds for reflection and feedback.
Hey,
Talk to your group.
hey,
Talk to your group, please.
Ryan. Good one. Hit it deeper. Hey,
Okay, boys, we should be reflecting.
go collaborate with
We
them.
should be reflecting at this point.
Hey, go there, talk to them.
So how did it end up?
Yeah.
More flat or still the same? More flat.
Flat over the top.
Because here's the thing: is when you play somebody pretty good,
Hey, go
as
talk
soon as
to
you do,
your
like if you
teammates
play
over
Mr.
there.
Higgins and you hit one
Go
lob
talk
shot,
to your
it's over.
teammates, what gauge
He's
you
like
need to work
boom,
on.
and it's done. Like the first time. You'll see. He'll come play. But the idea is, and it makes you more competitive, right? It makes the game faster. As you guys get better, it's going to be less about, oh, I hope I hit it, to then you're going to be getting into like you want to hit it really good. You know, it'll take a couple of days, but you'll have it down. You know, if you're in my class, of course, you guys are on Higgins. He's been playing, right? So the fact that you've been playing 2 weeks, we shouldn't have that many of these, right? Okay. All right. Okay, please return all the equipment to the rack neatly. and come sit down.
High fives, you have fun. You missed 7 periods. Put your,
Good. Oh, playing?
no,
Oh, yeah.
I
This
want
takes
to
a
sit
little
here.
time to figure out.
I'm about to show you.
Let me click the whiteboard.
Yes, please.
Can I just leave?
No, you can't, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Ryan, be a good teammate.
Do you want him in the middle or at their
No,
corner?
as a group of 6, they can sit next to a poster.
Go ahead, grab a poster and take it to your net. Let's just do it that way. Grab a poster and take it to where you're playing. They're all the same. So wherever
Yeah, I'll
you
take the
guys are
markers.
playing, that's where you need to go with your poster.
Oh, wait. Maggie, are these markers for us?
Perfect. Ryan got it for you.
Every student's going to need one marker.
Yes.
So, and within a group, we want them to have different colors. Yeah. Let's not do yellow, though. Yeah, you can give one each. That's fine.
Don't use yellow.
Don't use yellow. All right. Actually, if there's 8 in there, don't use yellow or orange. All right. Don't use yellow or orange. Don't write
Have it on
anything.
the
Don't write
ground,
anything yet.
Right? Everyone's gonna need to be together on this.
Now,
Hey, boys, let's do it on the ground though. Don't do it on there because we don't want to write on the bleachers.
Fortune,
Have it on the
All right.
floor, please.
we need.
so girls, here's what I want you to
Yeah,
do.
he's gonna
When you get
explain
your
it.
markers, don't use the yellow or the orange because they're too
Hey.
light. Okay. What you're gonna do is you're gonna just find an area of the chart paper, and you're gonna kind of write your thoughts. And every time you write a thought, you put a circle around it, and you can write
Okay,
multiple
so
thoughts.
listen,
but you put a circle around
listen.
it,
Take a
okay?
seat. You have a prompt on your paper in your group of 6.
Listen.
You need to write a bubble. Now listen, the phrase may be 2 or 3 words, it may be a short sentence. You're gonna circle your phrase, and then you can draw a line and write another one. Okay, so what's the question, Arcady? Okay, so number 1 is what are your
Not
strength
Batman.
areas?
You're not allowed to use
So
your
you'll
voices
draw a
right
short
now. So now,
line
at this point,
from
you're writing your
that
thoughts on
paper to your
and
spot
every time
to
you answer a
you,
question,
and
you
you're going to
circle
write
it,
what your strength
right?
areas
so write
are.
your thoughts and circle
And then
it,
you'll draw a
but you
line
get bonus
and do
points
the next
if you
question. So
also
you'll do
can make
A, you'll
connection
do
to
B,
someone
you'll
else,
do C.
too, okay?
As you go along, once you're done with answering those questions yourself, you can comment
What was I
on
saying?
other people's answers. Okay, so you may just rotate
all right, hold on a second.
and
First of all,
add
those were complete
feedback in
sentences,
response to what
but second of
their
all, there's
answers
4
were.
questions. There's 4
Okay, we're
questions
only
there.
going to give you a few
Okay.
minutes. You had a good job. You did a good job today. Keep it up.
All right, so guys, this is a silent conversation. So you're actually writing, but you're not using your mouth to make words. You're using just your marker, and you're answering the
Feel
question.
free to write
And every time you write a thought, you
Everyone's
circle
going to
it.
write,
It's okay.
take a line from the first
Yeah, you can draw.
question.
Yeah, draw a line
Towards
from
you.
there.
It's good,
Each
Yep.
question.
but
Absolutely.
you can
Everyone,
use this
right
paper
towards
up.
you.
It's
Right towards
okay.
you. Each person. You got to write a comment. What are your strength areas? You good server.
Good.
No, this is just he is advising. This is
Oh, you're good.
ideas for
Birdie's
next year.
IE, just so you know.
When you're done, you're going to sign your name in your color marker.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got to answer all 4 questions. Okay. Now, here's the other thing too.
Pretty strong.
Try to use
We'll
as
work
much
about it
volleyball
later.
terms as
Yeah.
possible. Like so,
Stronger than
Coach talked
badminton, I know
about
that.
clear. He talked about drive. Talked about diagonal. There's several things
By
that
beating
you
Oscar.
heard. Show me your
What
volleyball
strength
knowledge
areas,
right
be
now.
the best. That's number 1. Your strength areas are be the best. Okay, well, what are your strength areas in badminton?
This is
Hitting
good.
it
So now
far.
here's the thing.
How do you know if you're
Anytime you can show
improving?
off your volleyball knowledge, like his vocabulary, Coach talked about drive, he talked about clear shots, he talked about diagonal.
Did you beat him
Anytime
the
you can
other
use that
day?
volleyball knowledge, it's better.
Oh, okay.
Here's the other thing too. You get bonus points.
How do you
if
know
read
what's
what
none
one of your
mean?
classmates
None
wrote,
what?
and you draw a line to make a comment. So like, let's just say I wanted to make
You
a
haven't had
comment.
any,
What's your
you've
name?
had, you don't need areas
Grace.
that you
Let's
need
say
to grow in?
I saw what Grace
You're as
wrote,
good as you'll
and I
ever
wanted
be?
to either compliment Grace or say a question or something like that. You would draw a line in your
Okay,
color.
so what areas do you need to get
And
better
then
at?
you would write a little note to each other. So
Good
it's
and
like
better are
you could
the
write
same
notes
thing.
related to
I got a
badminton
poison for ways to
on
improve.
the chart paper.
Okay, A for using my muscles in my arms and
That's your strength.
Good. Use your volleyball vocabulary.
use the
You
next
heard the
one.
words drive,
Areas of
clear,
growth would be what,
diagonal.
Ryan? Maybe focusing on the birdie control.
Strength. I mean, anything that's
strongest
related. I mean, not
areas.
volleyball. I said badminton. I think I keep saying
returning.
volleyball by accident.
Number
Badminton
8, or letter A is returning.
vocabulary.
Good.
They want to hear that. Guys, show off your badminton vocabulary. Coach talked about drive shots. He talked about clear shots. He talked about diagonal. So use those words in your reflection, okay?
Birdie. B-I-R-D-I-E. Birdie.
Yeah, that is true.
So now, guys, Coach talked about drive shots, talked about clear shots, he talked about
My strength areas.
diagonals. Use that badminton vocabulary
You know
in
why I
your
like that?
reflection, okay?
It's specific and you,
You
have
get
more
bonus
than one.
points if you
Good.
can make a connection to what
Serving.
someone else wrote.
Being
as
in a
well.
good team
And the way you make.
with, good teamwork.
Okay, well then here, draw a line from his none, okay? And then on that line, write, I agree with you or something like that, okay?
You missed your whole seventh period.
Good. Now, sign your name in your color, too. Sign your name in your color. And if you have a weird signature where it's kind of hard to read, put your name in print, too. We would need to be able to read your name.
That goes from 245.
Okay. Nice. Good job, guys. You get bonus points if you can make a connection where, like, you draw a line from a bubble that someone else wrote to you, and you say something. Okay. All right. Coaches. Oh, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say, Doug. So here's the other thing. Let's say you're reading what they wrote, and there's something that they're not saying, but you've been emphasizing. Like, I'm not really seeing them talk about diagonals, right? For example, and you would get a marker and write a question up there, just in the middle, and then say, hey, I need you guys to answer this one too, or something like that. So this is to get them using language.
Got it.
So just take a marker and write.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
I thought that said hitting it to the net.
All right. Can I see a marker? Thank you.
Explain why Emily's wrong in math.
You guys are just.
He just mentioned that too. About the strength that's being.
I own
Yeah, you definitely don't have a bad
I'd like
attitude.
you all to read that and then draw a line from here in your own color
That's your
to answer
strength
that.
area.
How will you know when you are improving? Okay, so
Areas of growth. Areas of
this
growth.
one.
What did everybody's put?
okay, to be measurable. You know what that means? Measurable.
Oh, I think it's measurable.
Measurable. Okay. Measurable, not
How
miserable.
about goals?
That's my job.
Goals.
How will you know you're improving? Okay. When the volley is longer, is our goal to hit it back and forth and back and forth? Oh, look at us, we're hitting it 110, 130. No, if you play Mr. Higgins, that won't be the case. I promise it'll be a one-shot kill. So I want you to go back around and write a measurable goal, like something that's objective. So how do I know I'm improving? When I improve my serve percentage by 25%. Let's say today I felt like, I probably hit my serves over 50% of the time. In 2 days from now, I want to be able to hit my serves at 75%.
There's a couple
That's
of
the
boys that
thing.
are not
Maybe you
too
can't
normal,
return
whatever,
it.
but
Okay?
they're doing
And
it.
she doesn't think for herself, so she's going to write exactly what I said. That was an example. You can't use that one. And wrote yellow.
They can hit
Well, no, just because I already used that one. You got to come up with your own thing. So I want to improve something. So I want some time, right? Something that's a little more objective, not just
They'll have
do
actual
better.
games. Like people overseas, like the Orientals and Chinese, are awesome players.
We have plenty of
How
time.
they jump. It's like in volleyball. They'll jump and like smash it with the
You
racket.
guesstimate.
And just how creative they are with shots. Seriously, it's amazing. If you have a chance to see it. And we think like Morse and I, we're pretty good, but we wouldn't even stand a chance. You know.
Did you guys take a look at what they're writing? Just take a look at anyone really, but I think they're doing a really good job. Can we turn it on?
I was
You
5
guys go
minutes
on the
off, I
right.
guess. 240.
Okay, Katie?
Okay,
So we wanted to go at
Hitting the
235.
ball straight.
Yeah, yeah, let's
Now,
set
we
it
hit the
right
ball
now.
or we hit the